Hi everyone, this is Sheena from For the Love of Paper, and I am here to do a flip through of a winter journal I just finished. This book is The Bird's Christmas Carol by Kate Douglas Wiggin, and I just loved the image on the front. And I really wanted to preserve that. So it has a fabric spine, 5 signatures, and then I just put some trim on the edge. The original binding of the book was probably about a ½ inch, so I recreated, and this one is about 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. The book itself is 7.5-ish. I don't know those little lines, so 2 past the 7.5. And just over 5. 5.25 really. So this is a very vintage true junk journal. I didn't hold back on putting things in this. So you will see that it's got plenty of vintage ephemera in it, like true vintage ephemera. And it makes it a pretty thick journal. It does have the hitch post with an elastic band. There is plenty still give in it, but a lot can be taken out of this. I just wanted you to have the option to use the pieces throughout the journal, collage on them, turn them into other pieces. I did not decorate in this journal. So there are tags, there are journal cards, but I didn't decorate them. They're just ready for you to do as you wish. I would say you could kind of call this a naked journal because there's not decorating, but it's got so much stuff in it that's not a really good explanation. So I put some tape on my desk to try and maintain being in view here. So again, it's a hardback. When you open it up, there is vintage wallpaper pocket, and I chose colors just that match the cover. And this isn't like overly bold with Christmas stuff. It's just like, can be like a winter journal. There is a vintage photo tucked in the front pocket, and this is a Christmas Carol book page, large journal card with a tab on it and plenty of writing space. So again, like, I didn't decorate these things. I thought that that would be something that you could do in the journal yourself. I did share that I think part of the journaling process is to be able to decorate some things, put your own style to it. So I try to leave that for you. There's 5 signatures, and there's about, I loosely say 10 pages. There's at least 10 pages in each. I've added some other things into it, but there's like real thin pieces that I don't consider like a full page. So, and I have a few that have 10 and then some that have 13. And I just wasn't overanalyzing it because I just think that takes away from the process of harvesting pages. So this is a pocket, and I cut these so you have plenty of room to tuck in. This was originally a piece that was in the signature, and it was just too brittle. It broke out, so I'm just putting that in here. Lovely handwriting. That's tucked in here. And then there's an old flashcard. There's a microwave peanut brittle recipe, and this is the way they came to me, so I didn't change them. They're just authentically the way they came. Then this is onion skin. There's a little bit of a watermark there. There's a pocket here that pulls out with a tab, and another journaling space that you can decorate. Just music page. This is some coffee dyed paper in this pocket. Each signature also has two, at least two pocket, like sewn pockets, but there are some full tucks in here as well. This is a 1960 airmail envelope that was sent, looks like around Christmas time. It's heavier, and it looks like it was like, I thought maybe that was something in there, but it appears that they glued like a piece of card in there with the flap down, so it's just an envelope. Then there's a vintage playing card and one of these little word cards tucked in. One of the Christmas stamps to show. So those are in there. This is some vintage ledger, music page. This is again a tuck. You could, I left this for you to choose. You could just cut this down and then it could fold down. Right now it's just a tuck, and there's some vintage pieces of ephemera in there. This is something from the Netherlands, Amsterdam. This I think is an old Philadelphia like guide of different streets. And there is ideals page here, the center of the signature. There's some vintage pieces in here. This is a the word's not coming, prescription. And then an old check in there. And more music page. I did a lot of variated sizes and heights. Back there, there's just a non-vintage guest check, and then this really old from Stony Brook Mill. It's very like soft, like it's fragile. Here's another pocket with a tuck in it for you to decorate. Here's more onion skin, the other half of it. This is the other half of the peanut brittle, and then 7-minute fudge. Here's another old envelope from 1962 tucked in. There are tabs in each signature. This is the first one I missed, and then 2 of them have little charms on them. So going into now the second signature, there's an old Christmas postcard from 1908. That's got a cute little greeting on it. Page. This is another recipe. I think it's like fruit and nut bars or something like that. Here's a envelope with a journaling spot, and this is from the actual book. This one is a page from the book itself. Tucked in there. Dyed paper. This is some vintage ledger. I'm trying to think. This one is a big book that I bought. So started in 1908 and ended in 1920. So that's in there. Here's a glassine bag with another envelope tucked in it. See if I can get it back in here. As soon as you hit record, everything becomes difficult. There we go. This is a little vellum pocket. There's some stamps in here, a little vintage piece of, it's actually, this one's a faux vintage, and then an old, another another subtraction card. These stamps, let's see if there's a date on it, 1962, 4 cents. What a change. Here's some music page, some old school writing paper. Here's another ideals. This flips out. There's 2 pieces of vintage ephemera in here. This is like a report card, and then a page from a notebook. Then there's a glassine bag with a couple things tucked in there. Here is a piece of vintage ephemera ledger that I purchased from a lady in the Netherlands. I will tag her shop below. I am going to not remember it now that I'm on camera. Let me just check over here a second. Yep, I'm not finding it. I have her card in the stuff, but I keep all my other paper in the other room. But I did a custom order, and it just was amazing what I received in the mail. Here's another pocket, and in here there's a couple pieces of vintage ephemera. This is that fruit and nut bars. Here's some vintage pieces of ephemera tucked in there. I'm not going to pull everything out because I think it's nice to see the surprise of opening it yourself and flipping through everything. There's ledger, copy paper. There's a couple things tucked in here. Bird image. This is an almanac page. These are like some kind of math game that I had found. So there's one of those cards in there. This is a piece of mulberry paper. Music page. Another bag, and another very tall journaling spot. Journaling card tucked in here. And then there's some writing paper. Again, you could leave this a tuck, or you could cut this down and flip down and have more writing space. But there's some old book page and dictionary page in there. This is another piece of vintage ephemera. This has like a really nice texture to it. This is just a tag tucked in there that you can decorate. Journaling space on the back. Another page from an Ideal magazine. Just a couple pieces of ephemera tucked in there. There's a few more tucked in there as well. Like I said, there's plenty of vintage ephemera. This is a page from the book, and that's a journaling spot. Just tucked in. And flipping back through, this is the other half of mulberry paper. There's a couple pieces of music and things tucked in there. Vintage ledger. There's a pocket with a couple pieces of ephemera in there. We're now into the 4th signature. There is a little dove charm. I'm trying to make sure that I'm in camera on this tab. A couple pages of ephemera in there. More. You know what? That couldn't have been from where I thought it was. Yeah, it was. I did a couple pieces. All right, so this is another piece of vintage, like ledger on here. This is a piece of Ideals, but it has like these poems on it, so I'll put that in there. Ledger paper. Here's the contents and illustrations from the book as a journaling spot. Just tucks in this glassine bag. There's book page or almanac page. This is like a flyleaf page. This is another pocket. with some play money and an image tucked in there. Journaling space. This is essentially the signatures in Edith Holden page. This flips out. There's a couple more pieces of vintage ephemera in there. I think you can kind of tell by the way they look that they're true pieces of vintage. This is the other half of the blessing bag. I'll just show you that there's an envelope with some things tucked in it. This little vocabulary card, and then a business card from Hershey. Hershey's chocolate. And that's going to be tucked in there. Ledger page. These ledger pages are all from old books. There's the ideals. Some more of the ledger. Here is the intro page of the book that I turned into a journal card. A Bird's Christmas Carol. And I will send, whoever purchases this, I will send the pages of the book along with this. I'll show you that at the end. And again, these are cut, so it makes it a little bit easier to get in and out of those pockets. This is the last signature. Vintage pages, or vintage pieces tucked in there. Again, different sizes of paper. This is, I can't even remember. I think these came to, I got these off of eBay from Ukraine or something. But they're like, I don't even know what they're used for, honestly. I just liked different lengths and different textures of stuff, and I found these and purchased them. This is a library card pocket. This is the only thing I did decorate, so that's a disclaimer. I didn't like that being plain, so I just put something on it. And then there's this. This is a vintage piece of ephemera. It looks like something that they had purchased for Christmas in 1935, and then a little note. So that's tucked in there. And then this is a little replica library card or card catalog. Again, pockets with vintage pieces tucked in. This is parchment paper. This is a flyleaf page, music page, some carbon copy page. Carbon copy? Yeah. Love this handwriting again. There's an envelope in here. I didn't do anything to this, so you could decorate it, cut it either the top or the side. There's some Pennsylvania Railroad. Edith Holden is the center of the signature. This is, again, that Pennsylvania Railroad. And we're coming to the end. This folds out. Another pocket. So this is an old calendar folded up and put in there. And then this is just an old envelope. I found a stack of these at my grandmother's, so I took those. That's why there's discoloration, because who knows how long they were there. This is the other half of that neat card. I'm gonna think it's like a system that you run things through and you punch the numbers or something like that. And this would be like one of the things where I said I didn't necessarily count that as a page. There's a couple more pieces tucked in there. Now we're at the back. A big journaling card again, and a winter photo. Again, this is some old wallpaper that I turned into a pocket. And I will put my For the Love of Paper coat patch back here before I mail it out. That's one of the last things I do. But yeah, this is a very thick 5 signature, at least 10 pages, like I said, in each. There's so many other pieces of ephemera, things tucked in there, so you definitely will have plenty to do with this. journal, create it and decorate it and turn it into your own. It's got to have at least 200 pages in it, based on the 5 signatures, and at least 10 pages each. And like I said, it still has some room. You could take things out, and then that would significantly reduce it down. And if you're actually going to write on pages and you're not ready to use the ephemera yet, then maybe pulling some of that out will help for writing. But again, another true junk journal. This is the style, I think I said in the last video, that I'm leaning towards. I really like it. These just authentic and eclectic mix of pages. And I'm using stuff that I've been hoarding, so that should be great for those who enjoy this style journal. So if you like this, like and subscribe to see more of my Etsy listings, the junk journals that I create. My Etsy is For the Love of Paper Co. And you can find the listing on there. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.